Hi everybody, it's Jean Marie. So I was playing around with some copper components from my stash, and while I was playing with them I come up with kind of a cute idea, and I thought I'd just share it with you guys just because, it might inspire you to try something that you wouldn't have thought of, or if you should happen to have any of these components left from these came from words, a past bargain bead box. It was quite a while back, but I had a couple left over because, like all of us, the minute the stuff hits the store, we all think we need to grab them as fast as we can because, never know when we're going to need them. So I did, and I had a couple left, so I am going to just play with it a little bit today, and I'm going to mix it with the March bargain bead box, the Seafoam Sunrise box, and this is kind of what I'm thinking, connecting it's going to be a really long piece. And I do want the opening to be here in the front. So it's going to be almost Y-shaped, Y-styled. I don't have the toggle that actually goes with this, the toggle bar that goes with this, because I used it to make earrings. So I had to dig one out of my stash. But, I don't know, the earrings look really pretty, so I'm glad I did what I did. It doesn't bother me in the least. I think I want to hang something in here. And how else do I want to do this? I think something like this. I want to pick out the really orange crystals. And see if I can get them out of there. Just want the deepest ones because they go better with this piece of agate here. So that's my idea. So we're going to give that a try. I'm going to be using some of the bead caps. I am going to be using ball head pins as well as eye pins. I am going to be using some of the little 3mm copper spacer beads that I have from my stash. Clearly I don't expect that everyone's going to have the stuff to make this because, again, it is mostly stuff from my stash, but it hopefully it will just inspire you a little bit to try something, out of the box, or just give something else a try. So I think I'll start with this bead, and I do want to add a bead cap because I want to dress it up a little bit. I do have bead caps from my stash. I'm not sure if I want to go with a bigger one. I'm going to try the bigger one. If I don't like it, I'm going to go back to the small one that came in the box. I think, I actually like it. I think I'm going to stick with this one. This is what they look like. And these also from the Bargain Bead Box, the sister store, Bead Box Bargain. I don't know if you can see it very well. Let me get it up a little closer here. So this is the bead cap that I'm going to use on this agate. I'll be using the normal ones that came in the box with the rest of it. So I'm going to do a wrapped loop. And these pins are so soft, so thin, that I did discover that it's easier for me to just do it with my fingers than to even get a pair of pliers in there. So just get a few good wraps in there. Oops, I'm a little bit cockeyed here. Gonna have to move those beads or I'm gonna end up tipping them right onto the floor. Trim that one off. And this is what we've got. So that's going to hang here, I hope. Hopefully there's going to be enough clearance for it. I am going to be needing an assortment of jump ring sizes. Again, I have my small little 4mm, and then I have a whole bunch of different sized jump rings. I'm going to move that container of beads right out of my way right now, because I know me, and I will have it on the floor. This component here, these little copper bead caps, I honestly do not know where I got them. It could have been Etsy or eBay. It could have even been the Bargain Bead Box store. I don't know. I've had them for a really long time. But you could use a lucite one and, you know, just color it copper with some fingernail polish or whatever. I mean, or leave it a pretty color. If you have a green lucite one, that would look really great with this. And so I'm just going to put on my bead cap. I don't know where that little bead came from. I'm going to put on another one. These ones that I refer to as a gumdrop. Oh, I know where it came from. So to give it height, I had to put on a little bicone, just a little 4mm bicone, and I put on one of our little Amazonite beads. And that gave me the clearance for this deep cone to set on it and still show plenty of the bead. Otherwise it would have just covered it. And then again, another bead cap. And that's what we have. I think it's really pretty. And I'm going to do another wrapped loop. And I might need to get my pliers in here on this one because I don't have as much room to move. My fat fingers. Oop. Try to get one more wrap in there. Get it nice and tight. Don't know if I'm going to be able to though. Actually, let's see if I can do it. Don't know as I'm going to be able to. I may have to just call it good and trim it off. I can't get another one in there. Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it. Yeah. Apologize for the background noise in here today. I have my space heater running. I woke up this morning to about 4 inches of snow, which I was not expecting and quite honestly did not make me all that happy. I am over the snow. Alright, so we're going to add bead cap to this one, and if I can get it on there, one of these little gold spacer beads, not gold, copper, sorry. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to do another one on this side. Oops, pick up the bead cap first. I love these little beads. I'm so glad we got so many of them. They have definitely gone a long ways in my projects. Alright, so I'm going to add another one there. Now, question is, bead cap on the crystals or just leave them be? Let's see, one there. And let's try this one with the bead cap. think we need the bead caps. More is more. Okay. As soon as I get all these put on wires, I will go off camera and get them all closed up, and then come back and work on the little gumdrops up here. So that's what I have. Alright, I'm going to go get those done and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have these together. And I'm going to jump ring them on, but I'm going to work on these first. And on these, I'm going to do them basically the same as I did these, only instead of using a head pin, I'm going to use an eye pin because it's going to have to connect down here as well. So it's going to look just like those ones other than that. So, bead cap, bead, and a spacer, just like that. Bend it over. Trim it off. And roll it down. So those will go right here. Alright. I might as well just do the other one right here. They're super quick. There's that. We can start connecting it. Now when I connect this one, I'm going to have to run 2 jump rings, one from either side, into this loop. It's going to kind of V like this. And I'm probably going to have to do the same thing up here to connect, where it doesn't have 4 connecting points. So just to keep that in mind. And let me see, what do I want for jump rings here? Probably just the small ones right now. I'm going to start by connecting all of these little ones here. Move this up. And let me see. Let's start with the center. This metal component here is very thick. Very thick metal, so but that 4mm jump ring fit over it just right, so that wasn't an issue. Let's see if I can pick out 4 more of these that are halfway decent. That one's pretty good. Trying to find ones that are not overlapping each other by much, so I can actually close them without having to give them a trim. Alright. Those aren't too bad. And then we're going to do a pretty little crystal one. And then another green. I know on my camera these look blue, but they really are a green color. And one more crystal. I like this already. Even without the rest, I think this looks really pretty. I need a couple more jump rings. Evidently I didn't count right. It's not too bad. Well, I can make these ones work. What's that one? And this. God, I love copper. It's one of my favorites. I actually love gunmetal. I think gunmetal is never used enough, in my opinion. I think it's so pretty. I love the silvery shine to like the over the black gunmetal color. It's so pretty. We don't get enough of that, in my opinion. Isn't that pretty? Gosh, that's beautiful. I love that. I just like that on a chain would just be absolutely stunning. So pretty. All right, let's work on adding this to this first. For this one, I wonder if those 6mm are going to work. I mean, the 4mm are going to work. I'm going to have to get 6. Give it a try, because I really don't want to add too much length. So I'm going to try it with these little 4mm to begin with. And this is going to be a little tricky. So on this filigree, I've got to come between this one, that little V, and this one. One with each jump ring, obviously. But so I'm through that one. And these 4mm are going to work evidently, so that's good. Now if I can get a hold of it to close it. Let me try bringing it together a little bit first. Yeah, way better. So afraid I'm going to lose that off in there. It's a tight fit, but I got it. Alright, so now I got to take another one. Help if my fingers would cooperate. Oh, every time. Okay, I'm going to go through this again, but I'm going to try to stay to the opposite side of, I don't want to go through that jump ring right there. And then again, oh, that worked out really well. I'll be quiet before I drop it, but come right up through. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose it. Let's see if I can get it to move. There. It's almost closed. There we go. And this is what we have. As you can see, both jump rings are coming through. See if I can get the links to the back at least. And this is what we've got. So that worked. Now I've got to clear this thing. I might have to add a few jump rings to give it some length here. I'm not really sure yet. Of course, I'm going to use a jump ring on each one to attach it, so that might be just enough. Gosh, that's going to be really long. It is definitely a statement piece. Alright, I'm going to dump out some more rings because I'm not happy with the ones that I've got right there. Let me see. That one's not too bad. It's pretty bad when half your video has to be spent picking out decent jump rings. one's pretty good. And I think that one will work. Alright, let's try these. So I'm going to go through the top of the little gumdrop and then through this ring. Same thing on the other side. And there's that piece. Now we just need to attach these to this. Yeah, I think that's going to clear just fine. The addition of these little jump rings, I think, gave it enough room to get in there. Alright, I want to make sure I've got these hanging in the right direction. It is important on these components right here that your loops be in line with each other. For this reason right here, because they need to, yep, they need to line up to attach so they're not twisted off from each other. Oh man. I've had some comments from people telling me, don't worry about the struggling with those jump rings, we do it too. You make me feel so much better, I have to say. Because sometimes I sit here and I'm like, why do people want to watch this? All I do is struggle. And I am so thankful that you do. I think we all experience the same things, though. It makes us feel better knowing that somebody else is doing it too, I suppose, right? I think that's going to be pretty. That's what I've got so far. Of course, when it's hanging. Alright, what are you doing to me here? Oh, I twisted it. Oh, that's so pretty. And I'm glad to be able to work some of the other color into my design, because the last two pieces that I've made have totally been copper and the green because I love it. Alright, so for here, these all might be a little too big. I'm not sure. Maybe not. It might look okay like that. Let's see. We're going to do the same thing we did with this yellow bead, orange bead. We're going to go through here and here. These are probably going to be too big. I don't know. I really don't think it is. What did I just do with the one I had? There it is. And again, through this side of the little filigree, and again up through my toggle without crossing through that other jump ring, which is what it wants to do right now. Alright, let's do it by hand. There we go. Sometimes the tools are in the way more than they're helpful. That's what we have. I'll lay it down, be easier to see probably. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I love it. Alright, so now to figure out what we're going to do beyond that point, I'm going to move this down, put my little toggle bar here, and figure out what we're going to do. I have a couple more of the gumdrops left. I have a lot of these ones left. And a lot of these. Let me see. Get out these ones. I do have some 5 cones here that I might add just to give me another size. Alright, let's figure this out. This is going to be a section of chain, probably about a 3-inch section of chain. Let me get that out first, actually. Well, I'm not even sure if I have 3 inches of chain left at this point. Close enough. I'm not sure what it is. I'll measure it. And it's just about 2 inches. And that's plenty. That's probably more than I need. Probably could have gone with 1.5 inches. Just something to keep this toggle bar flowy enough to get through the ring and all that good stuff like that. Alright, now let's lay out an idea. So I'm just going to start putting things down and try to figure it out. Alright, let's do that. Maybe this. I'm thinking I might want to just stop it at the back of the neck and bring chain all the way around on this side. Make it very asymmetrical. I don't know. Let me think about that. Alright, I'm going to add in some more of these big bead caps. I'm going to have to dig out some more. Yeah, definitely going to have to. I didn't get that many out. I want to work crystals into this one. Should I put the crystals? Maybe the crystals should be on this side. Let's see. Something like... Or do them in section. I got water on my table here somehow. So I'm kind of liking this. No, there's another color in here somewhere, right? I get 4 different colors? Yeah, half and half one. So I kind of like that. Alright, let me get out some more bead caps. I might end up having to go with chain from my own stash because I don't have enough chain, and if I do the back of it in chain, I'm going to need more, so I'm going to go dig for chain. I'll be right back. Okay, I found another package of chain, and I actually think it might be very close. It's just linked a little differently, but the size is about the same. So I think I'll take that out. Put a length of this in, and I am going to cut it down to 1.5. I don't think 2 is. I think 2 is a bit much. So Yeah, I like that. Okay, then I'm going to use more chain on the back. And I think I will add these again, just so it all looks the same. All right, let's work with that, see what it comes out looking like. Check the time. Oh, not too bad. We're only at a half hour, so that's not too bad. All right, so the question is, beading wire or linked? Kind of think I want to go with beading wire. I also think I should put a little bit of chain right here. So I'm just going to cut. I'm going to cut off approximately an inch. I'm going to do like 5 links. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm just going to do 5 links. I think that'll be just enough to give that a little clearance right there. Alright, let me grab some beading wire. Clearly I had no idea what I was doing. Which is par for the course. Alright. I do have this really pretty coppery toned beading wire, and I actually already have a piece cut, so I'm just going to go with this. So I'm just going to see if I even like it. I like the linked look, but I did just do my last big statement necklace with the linked look. So I'd like to change this up a bit. Do something a little different. Let me get my arm out of the way. These beads have got so much color in them. Imagine if they had been shined up, how much all those stripes of color would have popped. They'd have been so pretty. I mean, they're pretty anyway, but I like matte beads. But I think they would have been really, really good, gorgeous, polished. All right. There. Okay, I'm going to bring it down to the end. There's a big ugly knot at the bottom because I used it for something else, but that's okay. I just want to see what it looks like. I like that. I think that looks really pretty, and I actually think it looks better strung than it would have. I do think I want one more green one on there, though. Than it would have looked linked. So I am going to stay with this. Find another spacer bead here. And I have enough string here, I think, from this piece that I can just chop it off a little bit and string this side as well and see what it looks like. Maybe, if I can get a knot tied. Wondering if I should just go with the orange crystals though, or I should do the mix, or I've only got the orange in down here. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do this. Take out these ones. Save them for another project. So essentially I'm doing 2 of the little copper beads and 1 of the dark orange faceted crystal beads. And I think, oh, there's one more right there. Let's see how this looks. I like it. I really do, but I think this needs to go higher. So I probably want to add, ooh, I hope I have enough. Boop. Get one more there. Yes, good. Whoop, sorry people. Apologize for that. Limited space here. Hey, I'm always bumping something. Bumping something or knocking something on the floor. I do need to find my, there they are, my spacer beads, because I need more of them. Alright, let's continue this. Guess if I'm going to do 2 in between, I should do 1. No, because it's going to hook onto the chain. It's never going to show anyway. That's what I was going to say, but I should probably put 2 at the bottom as well, but I don't think it's necessary. And put another one on here. And I'm going to begin and end with just 1, I think. And that definitely looks better a little longer. God, that's pretty. It's a lot. It is a lot. I can't lie. Alright, I need my crimp beads. And some clamshells. I think I need to invest in some more copper clamshells. Getting low. Can't even find them at the moment. And I have one in here somewhere. Oh, mixed with beads, that's why I can't find them. Alright. So let's do this end first. I'm just going to slip on a clamshell. You know what? Oh no, I'm going to add chain to that. Never mind. Never mind. It was just a brain fart. Okay, get in there. Give it a smoosh. Pick up a second one. Again, as you guys know, this is totally optional. I've put on 2, but I do feel that it's more secure with 2. It should 1 crack or anything, you've got that second one for security. Close up your clamshell and drop everything down to the opposite end. Cut off a little of this. I got enough left there. I could do a bracelet too. That was a big piece. I don't even know why I had it cut off. Projects, you know. I'm sure I was doing something with it. Alright. So, after you open up your clamshell and feed it on, pick up a crimp bead. Let everything just drop with gravity. Don't push on it. You don't want it tight. Grab your bead, give it a little smush, and to pick up a second one, and give it a smush, trim it off, And there's that section ready to go. And let's do the same thing on this one. Whoa! Pulled that right off just at the same time I squeezed it. Got a good smush, it just wasn't attached to the wire. Let's see if we can undo some of this mess down here. Did I lose a bead? No, I guess not. I almost feel like it needs a bead down here though. A little spacer bead. I'm going to put one on. Just looked unfinished to me. Open up my clamshell. Alright, we're almost there. This is a lot of necklace. It's not for the faint of heart. Alright, let's start jumping it, bringing it together. I also feel like it should be a fairly long necklace, just because of its overall size. Let's get those crimp beads out of the way. I am going to need a bigger jump ring here, aren't I? So I've got this nice heavy duty, I'd say it's an 8mm. Hope my chain's going to go through it. Yes, good. Perfect. That jump ringer was just about ready to use. I can use it on that one. Come on, get in there. All right. Let's see how it looks so far. Wow. Wow, that is so pretty. Alright, now just to add some chain to it. Alright, I'm going to add it to one side and then figure out how long I want to cut it. I apologize for my bathrobe being in the way here, but it's chilly in here this morning. Alright. And the big poofy bathrobe is nice. Alright, I'm going to put this around me, see how much chain I want to cut. I find it to be the easiest way to measure it. Alright, so right here, let me disconnect this here and then I will tell you what I've got for length. Get some of these jump rings out of my way now. We're gonna need one more. These little trays make good scoops too. Alright, so I have got like one link over 12 inches. So a 12-inch piece, I would say. Alright, now connect it to this side. And all those jump rings I just picked up, I just dumped. There. Now let's see what we've got here. Isn't that pretty? Wow, I love it. Alright, I'm going to put it on a form so y'all can see it. I'll be right back. And here it is. It is a long one. This is how much chain I have pulled to the back so that the necklace itself will fit the front of the form. And it is touching clear to the bottom of the front form. It hangs, I would say it hangs just about at your breastbone. So yeah, not too, I mean, it's not extremely long, but it sure is pretty. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you. I think all I did was brighten it up. Which it probably needed anyway. Isn't that pretty? Wow. Yep. I think it's a keeper. Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this. Join me again. Love you guys. Bye.